Hey guys, and welcome to Chapter Shenanigans. And today we are here at the Have Faith small holding that is owned by my great uncle and my mom's uncle. So let's just get to it. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell so you guys will get a notification whenever we post new videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.
Hi everybody.
Really big.
There's actually by security zone. Really, if people in Bracken just show you years of people. Sanitizing your soap. Okay. So you step in your feet in before you go there, and then use your bucket to wash your hands with the soap. Sanitize.
Well, good morning everybody. As you've already noticed from our introduction that we are coming to you live. I sound like a reporter this morning, but coming to you from Have Faith in Klein Dassenberg Road, Jason. Yeah. With me this morning I have Jason, who is a cousin of my wife, who obviously makes me and him cousins as well.
Yeah.
Who is actually a farmer. At his age, he's a young, handsome. Okay, that sounds wrong, but I mean a young, handsome guy that has an interest in farming. So we can ask him a few questions and just to find out exactly what a day in a farmer's life is like. So yeah, okay, so there is a myth. We don't know if it's a myth. So on a lighter note, does chicken sleep early, and do they wake up before the crack of dawn?
So basically with these chickens, the broiler chickens, it's all about with day and night, same as human beings. So as soon as the sun, they get access to any sunlight, early hours in the morning, if I'm up early enough and I have the curtains up, that's the time they wake. If the area or the chicken house itself is dark inside, they will be sleeping because I mean they can't see anything. There are farms that operate purely just based on lights right through the night and the day, and that is just how, that's basically their way of maybe feeding them to increase the growth. But what we do is we basically just implement the whole free range process. So they have the chicken house where they secure in, and then during the day we'll let them out over there, and then if they go graze and stuff like that.
Okay, no, perfect. Okay, so now Jason, I do know in a few years back that you were a car fanatic. I knew that you love speed. I know that you were busy building up cars and that type of thing. Has that, since the farming thing took over your life, we also know that you have a full-on day job as well, 9 to 5. But prior to that, you were consumed with building up cars and like a complete speed freak. Has that taken? Have you put that on a back burner for the meantime? Have you completely left it, or are you planning to pick it up sometime in the near future?
Look, I still enjoy that, the whole car thing, and my friends are also all associated, Lawton and Niven and Ashwin, them, they're all associated still with West Coast Racing. So I'm often enough with my work, I go a lot to the West Coast, so I see the guys, I visit the workshop. But yeah, it's still, nothing has really changed in that aspect. Yeah, and my work-wise, it's also very flexible because it's more where I have to make my appointments, so I can move around. So it gives me access still to manage the chickens and manage those kind of things.
Okay, so if you are not working, if you're not, I know that you've followed in your father's footsteps as well in terms of the profession that you've chosen. But a little, we'll discuss that a little bit later.
Yeah.
On a normal day, on the farm,
Yeah.
just very quickly and briefly explain to us what your routine would be, the times and what you would do, like from the moment you wake up.
Okay, so basically it's in that manner where with the chicks it all depends on their age.
Yeah.
So once they're day old, once we go fetch them from the hatchery, that's the time where you have to be vigilant and you have to be there at least every hour. You have to go check up on the chickens because they can't regulate their own temperature, and we do that by means of gas or heat lights. So the temperature is roughly at day 1, day 2 is around about 32 degrees. So there's no mother hen, so we as the farmers have to play that role, because otherwise should they catch a cold or a draft, they can get sick, can infect the other flock and get bronchitis and those kind of things, and then we have a loss. So that stage, at least from day 1 to day 7, is crucial because they need to at least feather up for them to, but after that, once they're 2 weeks, 3 weeks old, it's just basically filling up the feeders, getting up early, opening the curtains, checking the temperature outside, inside, what's the temperature, is there gale force winds, those kind of things. So set your curtains accordingly, and then read your gauges in the chicken house with your thermometer.
Yeah. So what time do you get up in the morning?
So roughly around about 5:30, 5 o'clock, depending. That's during summer months. Winter it's a bit later, around about 6:30.
Okay. So you've also mentioned earlier off camera that you have now trained an assistant who comes in for you every day from Monday to Friday, who basically runs the farming process for you in your absence. But I know that you said that your day job is flexible in terms of hours and that type of thing. But yeah, how's that been? Is it difficult to find people that is susceptible or easy to? Is it something that's easy to train?
Look, my father's here. He's retired, so he's on the farm. He knows the process with the chickens also. So we would in the evenings speak about what we need to do and how we're going to do this, and with regards to slaughtering and raising the chickens and what weight we're looking at in the marketing and that stuff. So my father, the nice thing is my father's at home and my mother's at home also, because I mean they part in with the whole chicken business, just myself, my mother and my father, and he's there basically for the daily tasks. So he would instruct the guy that works here to do certain things and manage certain stuff. Okay. If I'm not there, you will instruct him. So it's
okay. So it's like a dual management type of process. Okay, no, 100%. Yeah. So there's been many rumors in the market, Jason, that big franchises or big companies, especially that sells in the Indian market, pumps their chickens with hormones in order for them to grow faster, in order for them to obviously meet the demand. Is this the case? And if it is, or even if it's not, what are your thoughts on it?
Look, it's a difficult one because as we currently busy with our chickens trying to raise it in a free range manner. So we stick to our regulations with regarding free ranging, letting them out, feeding them the grain that they need to eat, and all the natural process. The bigger corporates, I'm not sure. I don't know really what happens and how they run their business. So I can't comment really on that kind of aspect. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, we can assume that it's speculation. Look, we can't like we said. It's kind of difficult because as a farmer yourself, if you say that you're in a position not even to say or confirm that, then I think it's safe to say that it's at this point for people that and our followers, that it's just at this point it's a speculation.
So hi Uncle Jason. So I do have a question for you. So how did you adapt coming from the city life into the farm life?
So basically, when my father decided to get the smolding, I was still staying up in the West Coast, Saldanha, and so when I decided to relocate this side due to me furthering my education, I actually moved back to my parents. And the whole chicken story, I was actually afraid of chickens, to be honest with you. I didn't still bother with chickens. I didn't want to pick them up. Father started with the whole chicken thing. He started off with 20 chickens in a small makeshift shack, and yeah, so he raised these chickens, and then I would have to help him load the chickens, put in the back of the bucket in the crates, which I didn't want to do because I don't want to touch them. They make this weird noises, and I was just finicky about the chickens. And then later on, as we expanded, I went to go do a poultry course in Bredasdorp, and it's like a 4-day workshop that side. That was in 2015, 2016 I think, 2015 can be. So I attended that course, and afterwards I eventually got used to the whole process, did a lot of research, spoke to other farmers. Tyron Poole is also one of my mentors, where we slaughter also at Hopefield Abattoirs, so I learned a lot from him.
Okay, Jason, what I have noticed was that we will obviously show you snippets and videos of how it looks around here. One thing that I did notice that we unfortunately will not be able to go in to where the chickens are because of they have strict regulations here. I tried to put my head in, and he said no, that I can't, because your feet needs to be sanitized, your shoes, your hands. So it's a whole cleansing process, I would call.
Biosecurity, yeah.
Yes,
Biosecurity.
in order for you to, so we won't be able, what you see here is probably the closest that we'll be able to come. But we'll definitely show you snippets of, yes, much more things happening around here, Jason. We have sheep running around, a whole lot of dogs. There's 2 horses running on their open field on the other side. And a beautiful garden. So we'll show you snippets of it. Please, when you do make contact, or if you're interested in purchasing, Jason will give us all his details, and it will be found in the description box. And everything with email addresses, WhatsApp numbers. Please feel free to contact them. And they will respond to you via email. It will probably take a little bit longer than a WhatsApp, but Jason is confident, and he has vowed that when you send him an email, he's not sure when he will respond, but he works on a 24-hour turn time.
But I will respond.
100%. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, or this morning rather. So Jason will take us through and show us. I just
wanted to say something. The chickens will be slaughtered the 9th of December, so we'll be taking it to the abattoir, and then from there they should be ready around about the 10th, the 11th for the latest of December.
So please pre-order.
And the whole chickens also, braai packs, fillets, drumsticks, you name it.
You've got it.
You name it.
You've got it.
You name it.
You've got it.
You name it. You've got it. You name it. You've got it.
And our people. So thank you very, very much for joining us. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks. Cheers.
Okay, so apparently there's a tree in their garden that you can kind of rub your fingers on, and then it will give this kind of sense. Yeah. Oh my lord, that's awesome.
Okay, so this afternoon we have with us the owner who owns this beautiful holding. You'll probably see some clips. Mr. Edgar Puna, who co-owns this holding with his wife Georgina Puna. So I have a couple of questions for you, sir, if you don't mind. Coming from a background where we know, like many years ago, where opportunities and privileges were scarce. How does one manage to get to where you are today?
Craig, to tell you honestly is that, look, I'm at my age now where I'm 64.
Wow.
So you can imagine that I'm retired, but I wasn't always retired.
Yes.
There comes a time in your life when you grow up, you leave school, or you're about to leave school, and you start to think, what would I like to do with my life?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of young people that think, if you don't think that, then there must be something wrong with you.
Yeah.
If a young person don't think, what am I going to do with my life?
Yes.
Then there must be something wrong. Then that
For sure.
person must sit back and think, why don't I think that?
Yeah.
Because you cannot just, exist.
With
And
no
a
vision.
person cannot always exist to think that you will ask someone to assist you, you will ask help there, and you ask, you got to be your own self. You got to be
Yes.
able to create stuff.
100%.
I'm just thinking, years ago, when there were no computers and stuff, a certain man, he was working in an office, and those days you had files and you had papers, you had stacks and stacks of papers, and when you wanted to look at this, you can't find it because there was no method of keeping it together.
Yeah.
And this man realized that look, he's got to do something, and he invented a paperclip.
Yeah.
As simple as that, a paperclip.
Wow.
A paperclip, just a piece of wire, and he took a few papers,
Yeah.
and then he clipped it together, and then he had some control,
Yes.
and then he patented, and that man became a multi-billionaire
Yeah.
from
Something-
a simple
something-
paper.
so-
So
yeah.
what I basically just want to say is that if you can imagine it,
Yes.
it's all about dream.
Yes.
And it's about imagination. I said, if a young person don't think about what he wants or she wants to do with her future,
Yeah.
then there's got to be something wrong.
Okay.
So here I have a small holding. I've got animals. We're raising chickens and all those things. But initially, I did not have it, and this was not really my dream.
Okay.
My dream was, that I would have loved to be a pilot.
Wow.
But okay, those days it wasn't
Yes.
to be. I
Yes.
could not become a pilot. My father passed away when I was 16 years old. I had to go
Wow.
work. And I didn't finish matric then. I finished standard 8. I became an artisan. Worked on building sites for years. When I turned 30, I said to myself, and I had children, I said to myself, I won't be able to do this job. And I was thinking, when I reach the age of 50 and I do this job, it's not, my body won't be able to take it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And then I decided then to finish matric, and I did it through going to night school.
Wow.
And then after that, I went to Technicon, then Cape Technicon, and I got my national diploma. And
that's
then I
amazing.
took it further. Then I started to earn more money. And then I started realizing that, look, I love animals and I love all these things. I would like one day to have a small holding.
Yes.
And this is how I became to have a small holding. But the message really is for young people to be able to imagine.
Yeah.
You gotta have a dream.
Yes.
I'm sure that there are many young people sitting in matric, writing exams, have taken a lot of subjects, this subject, but then they would not know what do they want to do after they finish matric.
Yeah.
And now it happens that they sit at home and there's a lot of wrong things going through their mind,
Yes.
negative stuff.
Yes.
They land up with the wrong friends, and before they know it, they land up in
Yeah.
jail. And then the one thing that comes to mind is that he wants to be the best gangster that he wants to.
Wow.
That is,
Yeah.
you see, and that is negative.
Yes.
That's not going to bring you anywhere.
Yes.
There's so much possibilities.
Yeah.
If you can imagine it.
Yes.
If you can imagine that you see doctors. If you can imagine that you would like to be a medical doctor,
Yes.
you can become it.
For sure.
You know what I've read recently in papers that brain scientists, they actually said that a human being in his lifetime or her lifetime, they only use about 10% of their brain.
Capacity. Yeah.
10% capacity, and that is so little.
Yeah.
There's such a lot of brain left. There's
Yeah.
90% of
The
brain
brain
left
left,
that
yeah.
you don't use.
For sure.
So young people, go out there, explore,
Yes.
use your imagination,
Yeah.
dream big, don't dream small.
Wow. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Buddha, as we know him, to the family, that he's the Buddha of the family. Thank you so much for the insight, and I think the two most important words that came out from the entire message that is brought across is to dream and is to imagine. So whatever you can imagine, whatever you can dream, you can achieve. The possibilities are there. Thank you so much for inviting us. It was it's absolutely amazing. It's a beautiful day as well. So thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So guys, so basically, I think it was yesterday that we got a rabbit pie. You heard me right? A rabbit pie. So we're gonna try it together with. Okay guys, so the rabbit pie is done. I'm so excited to try this with you. I'm gonna do a taste test right now. After I get it up. Anyway, so today I will be trying a rabbit pie for the first time. You heard right, rabbit pie. First of all, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Just excuse the noise. But anyway, we're gonna try together. Do a taste test for you guys. Rate it. And then also, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so let's just get into this rabbit pie tasting thing. So now we have the pie in front of us. All I'm gonna say is it smells nice. There's like carrots in there, rabbit meat obviously. It doesn't smell bad, it smells like a normal pie, but now we have to kind of taste it. And then I'm gonna start digging in. Okay, so now it's time to actually try the rabbit pie. Oh, there's rhymes actually. While I'm eating, okay, so first we're gonna try the rabbit meat obviously. So it looks, oh my gosh, this is not something I would like to do. I'm going to have to do it for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, amen. Okay. So. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 I'm gonna do this. Let me quickly blow it. You know. It tastes so normal. It tastes like normal chicken pie. Flavoring in there, I'm just saying it just tastes normal to me. If someone had to just give me this pie and tell me to eat it, oh, I won't like say like, oh, it tastes weird. It tastes normal, I guess. It's just like the meat is a bit more drier. It was interesting, not too bad, but now we have to leave because I'm currently at my grandma's house. So, but yeah, thank you so much to whoever made this. Okay, bye. Okay, so this week's shoutouts. There's only 2 shoutouts for this week. So the first one goes to Millis September. I'm not sure if that is Micah, but if it is you, he says keep it up. That was a good video. Can't wait for the next one. Last one goes to Shauna Cruz Music. She says this video makes me miss Cape Town. Wow, that birthday cake. No problem. Make sure to comment on this video to be in a shout out for the next week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Remember the last video I said that I'm not going to say big thumbs up because there's only one size of thumbs up. Anyway, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And tap the bell so you guys will get a notification whenever we post new videos. And yeah, we love and appreciate you all. Peace.